Is there anything else from a communication perspective, communication strategy that you've used to get to the point twice?
Yeah, so I would definitely say, just to explain for anyone that doesn't know what LinkedIn Top Voice is, because sometimes people don't know, every year LinkedIn ranks, out of 25 million users in the UK, who are the top 12, 24 most influential content creators on the platform in that country. And for me, I mean, I definitely had that goal in mind. One day I wanted to be on that list, so I was working towards it. And so I was then creating content, and creating articles in order to be noticed. So having that goal in mind is the first step. And I think the second step is figuring out what you want to write about. So like I said, I don't talk about, what I do for a living is teaching people how to build their presence on LinkedIn, but you'll never see me create content on that. And the reason I don't as well is because I find it quite boring. Like, I love to teach it, but I think I'd find it quite boring to be like, hey, this is a new feature from LinkedIn, you should use it. I think I prefer writing about things that interest me. And for me, everything around kind of mental health and personal and professional growth are the areas that I like to write about. So knowing what is it that you can write about without you getting bored is a good place. Because, if you have that kind of slump of like, oh, I'm not in the mood to write, it's going to be a lot harder if it's something that you're not interested and passionate about. So I think that's really important. And also figuring out, what's something that's of value to people, what can resonate with the audience that you're looking to speak to. So when I started, it was very much like a graduate and student audience that I was trying to speak to, and it was very specific around career development. And then after that viral post, the tone of my content changed, and it was very much around professional growth and mental health. And I would say that now, 5 years later, my tone is very much around kind of mental health / overcoming adversity. So I've got a newsletter called Trauma to Triumph, which documents what I'm learning in therapy. Now, I have no interest in I'm not a therapist. I have no interest in, in my target audience being therapists or psychologists, but I just love to write about it. And I think it's really interesting. And I think a lot of people can get value out of it. So it's really finding what's your version of that.